ever did that, went through that, because the Jewish man called himself Israeli. You think he went through it? Did he ever go on slave ship? Did he ever pick cotton? You see how they lied? They took your history and then they got us in the hood because we cursed in the city, right? And then by the time they did, they said, oh, we are the Jewish men, we the godly people. But if you look at it, all the companies from record company, they ran by Jewish people. The porn industry ran by Jewish people. All this, so they godly. What we be doing some godly stuff? Right. So that's an indicator that the hand who control the world right now is the Jewish man. He's the opposite of godly. He's Satan. All people are cursed in those cities. So we cursed in those cities by the police and pulled us over, and he felt like he was gonna put out a gun, but it was a phone instead. So we were cursing that city, and we're cursing the field, which our work field. Right now we're cursing the slave plantation field, just to catch up. So right now, read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So these curses right now should be for a sign and for a wonder. So when you're looking for the children of Israel in the Bible, you're not gonna find them. You're not gonna find them on American black. You're gonna find them what God called them Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and all this stuff. So when you look into the Bible, that's how they took our nationality from us, and they call themselves Israeli, taking our identity from us. So when we look into the Bible, we so quick to say it's a white man book because we hadn't been taught right. But the curse is going to identify those people. He said they should be up on thee for a sign and wonder. These are the curses the Moses told the children of Israel.
And upon thy seed forever.
So what seed is? Pop quiz. What seed? Like, let's say if I say, how many of you guys say, man, I got like 4 seeds at the house?
Your child?
Children, right? Kids, right? So he said up on thy seed for how long?
Forever.
So he's going to be for a sign and for one up on your seed forever. So as long as the children of Israel generate, they're going to be cursing the city, cursing the field, whether picking cotton, whether working in all these factories, and they doing layout like Sandra's plumbing, like all these jobs, especially in Columbia, man. Y'all pretty much live in a desert.
Hey.
They ain't got no job too. Pack home. That's it.
Hey.
It's horrible down here. That's why I love. I'm from here, but yeah, it's horrible down here for job searching. But we're gonna be cursing those cities because we seeking those jobs. The master, which is nowadays we call them supervisors and all these CEOs, they benefit off old money. You ever heard of old money? That's slave money. They made it off all people working for 400 years for free. You got some kind of benefit, and if you see a white man homeless, that's a 2-time loser. He had 400 years in the head start of us, so don't give him no dollar.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
Because we did not serve the God, we did not serve God with what?
With joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So God was giving the children of Israel everything. He said, since you don't do right by me, by the abundance of all things, period.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So who these people here? Who are our enemies here? He said, therefore, since you don't want to do this, you're going to serve your enemies. Keep reading.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Who sent the white man against the Chinese man against us? Because y'all think the Chinese man built that Great Wall of China by himself? Y'all know we did that, right? Set us to having a slave trade, which turned our people into Muslims. Y'all think, matter of fact, they did us dirty if you do the research on them, how they cut the men off and all that. So even when our people talk about they Muslim, like, nah. Because y'all watch that movie Malcolm X?
Do both.
You remember when he described how Jesus looked?
Yeah.
The white man said, oh, here goes Satan. Because he broke down Revelation 1:14 how Christ really looked. But I'm going to get to that too.
In hunger and in thirst.
So when we get hungry and thirst, majority of our community, who own the cornerstone? The people they call terrorists, right? But it's crazy how they call them terrorists, but they got an agreement amongst each other. Hey, well, we're going to get you this if you got to stay in the black neighborhood. Like, the nail shop. Y'all got to get your nail done, hair done. Who own that? Chinese man. So he said, yo, watch this, check it out.
Against thee in hunger.
So So when we get hungry, Walmart, Kroger, Food Giant, all these places.
And in thirst.
In thirst, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, water, like light and water bill.
And in nakedness.
All them clothes, all them designer clothes that we go crazy about buying. He said your enemy gonna control that. So we pick cotton for 400 years and then we go to a Gucci store and think we did something. Like, no, we didn't. Because our enemy was controlling it. And matter of fact, he put Levi on you. You know what Levi, the designer Levi is? It's some pin like a rip up. That's how they used to do our ancestors and slaves where they'll have a horse right here, and then they'll spank the horse and the horse will run off and rip the man in half. They put stuff in our face showing that they never had love for it. They still to this day don't care. They would not say sorry for what they did.
And in want of all things.
So like I said, wants of all things, you want a high school diploma, you want a car, you want a credit card, you want anything in this world to sustain their living that they set up 400 years ago. When they freed the slave, you had to go to this one right here to pay your water bill, this one for the grocery store, this one to live in his house, this one to go work for and give it all back to them again.
And in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So, how you think he destroyed us? So, we still here, right? So, how he destroyed us? Think about it. Do you know who you are according to the Bible? We are destroyed. That's why you got these YNs, they quit to kill each other so fast. They don't even fight no more. Man, you better say sorry to these kids, you step on their shoes, your life on the line. But they don't even fight no more. He said he should put a yoke of iron up on thy neck until he had destroyed it. So we don't know our nationality, our heritage, but this book really is the blackest book on earth, because when you read it, it's a downfall of a nation of people who did it to the children of Israel and don't look good for them. So their benefit was to destroy us, and then by the time they did teach us, they taught us John 3:16. So we won't revolt against slave master because he looked like Jesus. Why would I do that to Jesus? I'm just gonna forgive him. Like, let me show you a yoke. Iron. This right here is indicated because ain't no other nation went through this. The yoke of iron up on their neck. So the children of Israel went through this, which is our ancestors, enslavement. So this right here, what Moses prophesied was going to happen to the children before it even happened.
Verse 49, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, and swift as the eagle flieth. What
is America's sign? What is the American bird? The bird you shoot down, you're going to catch a feather there behind. The eagle. He said, a swift, that was God give you an indicator. As swift as the eagle fly. He gonna bring this nation from far. The Lord gonna do it. As swift as the eagle fly. Can you read?
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
See, we didn't learn English. We didn't know how to speak that. He said, a nation thy tongue we would not understand. So we learned that through slave masters over the years. So that's not our native tongue. Our native tongue is Hebrew, but we lost it because he said until he had destroyed it. And then he's going to teach us his language. And by the time they did give us time to read, they gave a white Jesus behind it. So we can just keep depending on them.
Verse 50.
No, hold on, go to verse 16. How did we get here? Oh, how did we get here?
On the ship.
On the ship. Now, this crazy right here, right? Now, you think the Jewish man ever did that? Went through that? Because the Jewish man called himself Israeli. You think he went through it? Did he ever go on slave ship? Did he ever pick cotton? You see how they lied? They took your history and then they got us in the hood because we cursed in the city, right? And then by the time they did, they said, oh, we are the Jewish men. We're the godly people. But if you look at all the company from record company, they ran by Jewish people. The porn industry ran by Jewish people. All this over, they godly. What we be doing some godly stuff? Right. So that's an indicator that the hand who controls the world right now is the Jewish man. He's the opposite of godly. He's Satan. He told you a whole bunch of lies and buried billions of dollars behind it. They spent billions on us to not know this, but God woke us up in the last days. Because God, you can't overthrow God, first of all, but they thought they did it. But that's why when Kanye West did what he did, he woke our people up. It was a split second for our people to wake up. You ever seen that movie, Get Out? When that camouflage, he said, get out, get out. We telling our people, get out. The the churches who ain't telling us who we are according to the Bible and come to the real words of God. The KJV Bible we're reading from, 16:11. But keep reading.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Hold on. Hey, we get to the good part there. He said, you said we got here on ships, right? How you think we got here? Come on now. All people in 1619, how did we get here? When slavery first started. Ship. That'd be crazy if it was in the Bible. Like Moses predicted all history and it happened years later.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So Egypt was synonymous with our people as far as, when Moses came to Pharaoh, let my people go. They were slaves in Egypt. Get that real quick. So that's why the Bible is precept itself, it shows itself who it is. He said, the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now keep in mind that when Moses laid down their laws to these people, they just left Egypt, so they already know what they referring to. Just like, let's say if I got out of prison, right? And you say, I'm gonna call them laws on you, they're gonna send you back to Rankin County. What's in Rankin County? I know, we both know what you're talking about. You're talking about sending me back to prison. So this way, when he said, the Lord shall send you to Egypt again, they knew it was slavery again. Read it, we're gonna give it to you.
Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 6. I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
Said from the house of bondage, which means we was in hard bondage in Egypt. So now let's get to it, 6:8, Deuteronomy 28. So he said, the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. Man, I don't step ahead. But he said, this right here gonna happen to all people. So many years how we wonder like, man, we can outrun these people. We powerful than these people. But he said the Lord gonna do this. The Lord gonna produce all these people to do this to us because we didn't listen.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Have we seen Africa again, our homeland? Which is Africa is in Jerusalem and all that Israel. Have we seen that then as a nation of people? Some people had went back and visited, but he said, thou shalt see it no more again. They got doubt. He said it called the doors of no return. All people had returned back. So everything we own, like he said, till God had destroyed thee, they took everything from us, even our books. That's why we think it's a white man's book. So everything we own, our clothes and everything, they stripped that down. So by the time we came over here, we would just auction off. So over the process of time, we would forget who we are.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So what God is saying, we should be sold to who? Our enemies. So you think these people still love us today? God said, when God says these people your enemy, it's for a reason. Because right now, if a police pull me over, I move too fast, I'm dead. Meanwhile, a white man can jump out his car with a gun on his hip. Why you pull me over? Yell in the police face. He'll be like, calm down, sir, calm down. But me, I can't even raise my voice at him, I'm dead. So we see that time over time with our people. He said,
and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
So he said you should be sold to your enemy.
For bond men and bond women.
Slave men, slave women. That's why I said our women and men need to get together and build a nation back together. Man need woman, woman need man. So that's how it goes. In order to build back our nation, we gotta have nation building, a strong marriage.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation